Hi, my name is Todd Lammy. I'm an 8-figure seller. Have been selling on Amazon since 2012, selling Amazon wholesale items, buying wholesale items from other companies and selling on Amazon. So today we sell a lot of clothing and shoes, and I wanted to do a quick video showing you how to figure out what the best selling variation is on a listing, whether that is a color or size. And so we have this listing for Crocs. It has about 90 variations on it. So I'm going to show you how easy way is to figure out what is the best seller. So obviously if you have this from a wholesale point, you don't want to carry all 90 SKUs across like 10 different sizes. There's just going to be a lot. And so what we use is the Helium 10 extension. You're going to have to be logged into your Amazon account when you're using this for this to work. So we're going to click on Review Insights. A lot of times this will default to all. I already have this set to variation because there are so many of them. And you can see here we have about 1,234 out of 80,000 because they usually only show you ones for like the past year, which is fine. This is going to be a good enough sample size. And then we're going to click Export Table, and then this is going to export this. So now we have our Excel file. And as I talked about in some of the other videos, like having a really strong Excel skill level when you're working with Amazon is going to make a huge change in your business. So you can see here we have the size is mixed in with the color. And in this case, we just care about the color. For shoes, we kind of know like what the best sizes are, but I'm really not sure about the color for this. So what we're going to do is enter an Excel formula. So we're going to use a formula called text after. So you can start typing it and it'll kind of like auto suggest what you want to use. And so we want to pick the color out. So we're going to select cell B2, and then we want everything after the word color. And so the formula is B2 and then color with a colon and a space, because I just want to grab everything after color, colon, space. And you see it's going to return the word lemon. Now, if you happen to not put color with a capital, you can see you get an error. So you have to match this exactly. So if you did color and forgot the colon, it's going to return the colon with the color. So if you don't have the capital letter right, it's not going to be right. So you want to make sure everything matches exactly to what the cell is. So we're going to then click here to the right. So that'll just auto do the formula down for us. And so we went down to make sure everything showed up correctly. And then what we want to do then is a pivot table to pull the data together. So we want to combine the color with the counts. In order for the pivot table to work, we need to have a header here. So we're going to just call this color. And if you have this blank, the pivot table is not going to work. So we're going to go to Insert and then Pivot Table, and from Table Range, and hit OK. And so what we're going to do then is take the color and put it down in the row section, and we're going to take the review count and drag it into the value section. So you can see here, this will give you the colors, and then this will give you the reviews. And if you wanted to, you could then do a sort based off of the sum of the review count, and that'll put it to the top. So you see here, if you're like, hey, we want to pick out like the top 11 selling colors, here's what it would be. Black is selling 4 times as much as white. Then you have navy, you have a slate gray, chocolate, lemon. So this is how we would typically go about finding the colors we want to order. So if you're going to do colors, we would probably do like, let's say the top 11. And this isn't necessarily going to be exact, but this will give you like a good idea to kind of test on and start with. So you have these colors. So the colors in like the 20 to 30 range, those would be the ones we would kind of order, the least of for quantity. Lemon, chocolate is selling about twice as much. So if you're ordering, for ballerina pink, let's say 6 of each color, maybe chocolate, lemon, we're going to do 12 of each. Slate gray, white, navy is selling about 4 to 5 times as much, so maybe you do 4x. And then black is selling a lot more, so that would be your highest quantity. You could always just test a few quantity when you start off to see if this matches up. But this is how we use it to figure out what the best-selling colors are when we're placing an order. Because again, if you're going through this and you see there's like 100 and some colors to try to pick out which ones are the best, you just have no chance. And some colors, they'll have different naming conventions. So if you have 5 different kinds of green, they're going to have different types of green. So you just want to make sure you're picking the right one. So what you think might sell best doesn't mean that's what the Amazon buyer is looking for. So it's just a quick video showing you how to figure out the best-selling color. So it'll help you when placing an order. Again, you can start off with small quantities so you don't get burned, but it should give you an idea of how to get started when placing your first order.